you'll see like a tiny little audio recorder lying somewhere with a light on it. Perfectly fine to let me know where those are, because I just don't want to miss the story, you know? Okay, so we have two things that we're looking for here. That unlocks the door, okay. And we have something over here. Now let's... Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, huh? This is tricky. This is very tricky. How do I do this? Let's start the other route. Let's go like this. And then go like that. And lock this out like that. Haha! Now here it's... Oh, here it's trickier because this one already needs to be like that. So... One problem I already have is... I cannot lock things together like this. But this is actually okay as a combination. The only problem being that that one won't be okay. So... the other issue is I cannot do this because then those won't be met. Ooh. I wonder if I could do this. No, I can't rotate them because obviously they rotated, they would... No, they would also not fit together, by the way. Can I... No, I wouldn't have this... Yeah. I can't rotate them because this would be the shape of them rotated. There's no way to fit those together. Oh, this is interesting. Could I potentially... Let's try that. Could I say this? No, they literally need that space. Let's say I try something else. Let's say I try this and see whether that's... See, that doesn't satisfy it. But this? Yeah, so it cannot be rotated in any way. It needs to be that shape. So this would be acceptable, yeah. So that makes it difficult. Now I wonder... Let's try and get the shape somewhere else. Let's say I do... No, wait, can I? Let's say I do the shape like this. See, it still needs to be in the area of the shape. So that means that this is the option I have for space over there. But how do I get the 4 then? Ah. Oh, this is challenging. Sure thing, Obi-Wan, sure thing. So Indy is still freaking out at the moment, but it's just gonna take a quick hour more before we can finally half an hour more before we can finally have some dinner. Now here I'm very curious. See, the thing is, this is the shape I need to solve this. But how can I get that shape in the right way? Because I need to end in the top right there. Give me a second, by the way. Let me check. There we go. I got this weird tweet from PSN Code Generator, which seems so legitimate. Working PSN Code Generator. Share if it works for you as well. Yeah, no. So yeah, let's trace out what we know. This is the shape we need. This is the shape we need. How can I get that? There we go. How can I get this? Well, ending at the top right. I don't see how, because this is about where I can get to. Ah. That 4 makes it very difficult. I still want to check. Is there no way... Is there no way to combine the 4? Call me crazy. It's not gonna work. I know it's not gonna work. Okay, let's leave this one for the time being. Maybe we'll get some more inspiration in a moment. Let's try and solve this one first then. That one bothers me though. Wait, this one bothers me as well. Let's have a check, because this 4... Okay, the open bit works. I'm crazy? Why am I crazy, Skiparbal? What have I done to you? Except maybe potentially have you get killed in Really now? Oh, they can't overlap. Yep. So yeah, except maybe have you get killed in Xenonauts. You asked to call you crazy? Wow, I didn't even think of that. Nice. Very nice. So hold on, how is this possible then? Yeah, I did say call me crazy. But you know, maybe. How do I do this? See, here I'm thinking, let's check our oh wait, the tutorial's on the other end of that bit, but as far as I know, the symbol needed to be in the shape. No, the symbol needed to be part of the shape that it was in. So in this case, I'd need at least 3 and 1 4, right? So, you know, it can't overlap. So it should be something along the lines of just up there. Oh, I'm gonna go back and check the examples. What do I do here? So in this case, do I then go... that's not gonna work out. There we go. Go back to the left, please. I need to have a look at the tutorial again, just to see where we end up, why that's happening. This is frustrating though. Come on. Because as far as I know, you build one overall shape and shape size. So that's 1, that's 1. That's 2, that's 3, that's 4. You need to stick to that shape, yeah. No rotations. So that's 1, 1. You can separate them, but you can also add them up. So that's that first lesson, yeah. You can add them up. You can add up different shapes. You can add them up next to each other. Doesn't matter where they are in that shape. Hi, kitty. As long as they're part of the eventual shape. And again, as long as they're part of the overall surface area that is added together by combining the shapes appropriately. Here as well, as long as they're in the surface area created by adding the shapes to each other. Because that 3 doesn't need to be in the 3, it just needs to be in the eventual shape. Okay. Okay. Let's see what we can do. Maybe we try that on the other door on the other end first. This is gonna bother me so much now. On the upside, though, we do know how to solve one more puzzle in the village as well. At least one more puzzle. There we go. Well, welcome back, Obi-Wan Banofi. So, what you get? Anything tasty? God, I'm getting hungry as well. Okay, let's try this one first. So, we've learned that the overall shape needs to be a combination of these. So that means that actually something along this shape should be acceptable. No, because that wouldn't be a part of it. I was thinking this and then these two. So, what am I doing wrong in my thinking here? I can't have them overlap. I need them all. So basically, this is also a potential shape. The only problem is that the 4 is out of it. Some quick chicken flavored noodles. I could go with some chicken as well. Good noodle dish is actually quite nice. Reminds me, I do need to think of food before I start the Witcher stream in, what is it? Yikes, almost 2 hours already. Time flies when you're not solving puzzles. Table flip. In this case, this would also not be an appropriate solution because the 4 is out of it. So I wonder whether this shouldn't be a potential solution. Maybe it is, though. A bit of Rempeyek? Oh yeah, that stuff. That's the nutty sort of fried peanut thing, right? Or am I crazy now? Ah, these are difficult. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. They need to be part of the shape, but they don't need to be in that exact location. So doesn't this meet the requirements? The brain twist. I got it. I got it. Yep, because these are here and that one is over there. That is the brain twist that I needed. So in this case, doesn't the same thing apply? Yes, it does, but that is broken now. That is the brain twist that I needed. So here is one. Can I then... Javanese cracker with nuts. Nice. So I can get a 3 here. Get a 4 here. And then another 3 over there. There we go. There we go. Ah, so good. So in this case, I could get my 4 in here. Then a 1 in here. Where could I get the 2? I could get the 2. The 4. And then a quick 1. No? Oh, that's a separate one. Yep. Okay, yeah. So I could get 2 in here. How do we do this? Like I'm finding a good tortilla wrap recipe. Obi-Wan, actually what I basically did was I just made dough. Just standard dough. And just basically treat it like a cheap naan. So I put it in a frying pan. Just flatten it out, put it in a frying pan. And that worked out quite well. Let's see, if I had a 4 here, that wouldn't work. Oh, this is difficult. This is difficult. I could get a 1, 2, and a 4 like this, right? Oh, because I don't... The 1 isn't in there. So, if I took... Let's see. This is difficulty. I could get a 4 like that, and then a 1, and then a 2, but I need it bounded. So I could maybe get a 2, then a 4 and a 1, but then the 1's outside. Yeah, basically tortilla wrap was just a case of getting like 4 cups of flour, 2 spoons of baking powder in there. What else did I add? I added something else. A little bit of salt. And then, what was it? A cup and a half of water. Just mix that up until it was sort of a squishy dough. Make balls, squeeze it out, flatten it out as thin as I could possibly get it. Then just stick it into a pan until it was sort of goldenish, sort of slightly sizzling. And tortilla wraps. So that worked out for me. This is a trickier one to solve. This would work, but then I block myself. Although, this would work, but I wouldn't have the 4. Never mind. Alright. But if I... That's a tricky one. See, the thing I'm wondering is, what if I could go around the side here to lock it out, but then I block myself? I could do something like this, as I mentioned. Then I have the 4 and a 3 and the 1, but I don't have the space for the 4. Now, I could go like that, but then I block myself. So... how do I go about this? I can separate that. Okay, let's for a second just switch. Because I'm getting stuck on that. Let's just switch in the thinking over here. See what I can think of. See, what I'm suddenly realizing is... There we go. See, I was trying to combine them well enough, but I didn't realize I could put that one there, and that one there. I could switch them around. See, just a little bit of... When you're stuck on a puzzle, think of a different puzzle, and it becomes far easier than you suddenly imagined. Because you just get stuck on ways of thinking. There we go. We'll go back to the other puzzles a little bit later when we've cleared our heads. Oh, hello. We found the docks. Also, we found pollution. Ugh. Is this the... Oh, this is the bit I'll need to activate for more... the pumping stuff to clean this place up, I'm assuming. That's cool. Yes, that's all deactivated. This is about getting the boat over here. Yes, cool. Activating another boat. Oh, let's there we go. Goal is to activate boats everywhere. Oh! Now they're actually in perspective as well. That is awesome! Look at that, reaching up to the heavens. Bam! Creation of Adam. And holding hands. Ah, seriously. Perspectives. All about perspectives. Okay, I'm assuming that this is going to be a little bit of a boat, but I'm hoping actually that this will become a bridge. Let's see, so you want 3? How do I do 1? Does that... Look, wait, this is a little bit... I know, kitty. This is a little bit slanted. Does that mean I can rotate them? It does. I don't know what this does, but... oh! So, when they're diagonal, it means that you can rotate the shapes if you'd like. That's good to know. I've seen those before as well. Andy, you need to hold on, little buddy. Just 10 more minutes. So you may wonder, why do I stick so much on even just 10 more minutes? Whereas, you know, why not just do 5-ish? It's all about the cycle and expectations. Just making sure that, you know, there's a regular cycle, that he knows what to expect, that he knows what's efficient and what isn't. If you start rewarding him, for instance, let's say he meows in the morning and he wakes me up out of bed. Then what that does is it teaches him that meowing wakes me up. So as soon as he wants me, he'll start meowing. So whenever he meows in the morning, let's say I've woken up and he meows in the morning, I just lie still for a little bit more. Because otherwise he learns that meowing wakes me up, and I'll start doing it at whenever he wants me to wake up, which may not be when I want to wake up. The same now with this dinner. I'm specifically waiting. So this is where I came from above before. Perfect. I'm specifically waiting because if I give him food earlier, then somewhere down the line he's going to get hungry earlier than normal as well. Whereas if I wait until 5, he'll spread it out until he eats when he gets hungry when it's morning again. Okay, that would have been a little bit extreme to say that the sun itself would be an environmental one. Okay, cool. That solves this bit. Okay, so we've learned about rotating ones. Now, so the main problem here is the 1. If it were on an edge, it would be easy. Now, getting a 4 is easy, but it needs to be... See, the thing is, again, I can get a 4, a 2, and a 1 in like that, but there's no way to get that in a corner. You haven't found one, but you'd be really upset that the sun's never part of an environmental puzzle. I know what you mean, Scaparma, since the sun features in so much. You'd imagine it would have to be part of it. Ah, a little bit too late there, Venom. A little bit too late. I've already read it there. Oh, that does make it an issue I'm suddenly seeing. Let me alt-tab for a second. You're getting a little bit of frame drop. I'm gonna have to tweak. I'm using Chatty client right now, and Chatty just does a strikeout for banned text, which means I can still read it. Whereas, you know, the normal Twitch client sort of completely blocks it out. Okay, maybe I need to end like that, but the question is still, how do I get the 1 in there? Nah, that's the problem. It's okay like that. I mean, this is a tricky one, I think. Because on the one hand, of course, you know, saying, I wonder whether there's anything like that would be sort of separate from spoilers. But on the other hand, you know, saying that, well, I haven't found any, it's difficult. It's tricky. Now, I think I'd be okay with it. Yeah. It's very much difficult to determine exactly what a spoiler is. Yeah, Bane makes a good point, though. Yeah, that does mean that I can rule it out for all puzzles that I find. Yeah. This is difficult. See, this would work, but it leaves out the 1. I could... No, it would have to be connected. See, that's a bit of a difficulty. This would satisfy the conditions, but block me. What am I doing wrong? Remember, I can move the shapes. That's the important thing. I can move the shapes. So, I could do 1, 4, and 2. No, because I would 1, 4, and 2. But that again blocks me out there. And again here I could do the right thing, but I block myself out. Curious. Rather dash, you should not very much not rule it out. Yeah. Well, no worries, guys. It's all fine. Just, you know, I appreciate the mods being on the safe side, just to make sure that, you know, nothing accidentally gets spoiled. How do I go about this one? So basically, let's see. There's no way for me to do 1 in the middle here, so it has to be connected to something. Let's go like that. No, that's not correct, because now I'm making 2 here, see? That's very difficult. Friendship for everyone. It's the best type of ship. See, this would be okay if I had a second 2. No, then I would still miss something. I would have to have a 3. 5 more minutes, kitty. 5 more minutes. What am I missing here? Question is, where do you put the 4? You see, I can put the 4 over here, but then I'd need to connect it. And to be able to connect it, I'd need to get the 2 and the 1 here. But then there's no way for me to block this out. This would work, but I'd need to have it touch the top there. The only way I can get something like that working is if I can get a shape like 1 or 2 like that. So could I get a 4? Wait, why am I such an idiot? It was in my face the entire time. Just the simplest of shapes. Table flip. The simplest of shapes. Okay. So the 2 isn't a problem. I know, kitty. It upsets me greatly. So what do I have to work with here? I have 3 like that, a 3 like that, and then that. Why am I such an idiot, he asks. Look, Vaden, look.